What's up, guys? Ubbo here, and today I'm happily bringing you my APA Week 12 match versus one of our idols, aDrive. Dan, I'm so excited I got to play you, bro. I was dumbfounded by just even the thought of playing aDrive. You know, I never thought I'd be able to play him. But yeah, as you can see, I did play aDrive. Excuse me, but like I said, this is the APA Week 12 match. This match, you would think, has no, means anything, because, you know, aDrive's locked in playoffs, and I'm not ever going to make playoffs, because I took over this team, and it was 2-6, or something like that, 2-7, but, if aDrive beats me this match, then he will be the first seed, but yeah, basically, with my sets, I am supposed to be a Fairy MZ Coco, but I forgot to put the Fairy Z Crystal on before the match. I was so excited, and I was just like, I'm just gonna go straight in and play. And I had time because he was doing his intro and stuff, but I just forgot. I was really excited, so I was like, you know, and then I was my Lycanroc was an Expert Belt with a Cell Rock, Crunch, Drill Run, and Stealth Rocks. Yeah. Then I brought SIMIPOUR. I'm Scarf SIMIPOUR because I was so scared of the Scarf Mamoswine, and this thing low-key did really good. And then I am a Focus Sash Frostlass. I just brought Frostlass because I wanted to bring it for the last match. I had a little bit of it did decent because he does have a Thundy T on his team, and he also has a Tornadus T, which I thought he was going to bring both. But looking at it, Tornty did not really have that good of a matchup, and you see he did not bring it. Another thing, I brought Ditto. Scarf Ditto was for if he was set up Thundy, if he got an SD up with Mega Heracross, if he set up with Reuniclus, just a bunch of things, just to come in. And then I was just the standard Unburdened Sceptile. I can't remember. Excuse me. All four of my moves was Leaf Blade, Crunch, Leaf Blade, Crunch. I can't remember the other two, but yeah, let's go and get straight into the match. So my thought process was I'm gonna lead Coco because I outspeed everything, barring if he's Scarf Mamoswine. I almost led Scarf SIMIPOUR here, but basically I lead with my Coco, and you'll see he does end up leading with his Mega Heracross. So I was like, alright, well, we're just going to click D-Gleam. And if I was Z-D-Gleam, I was going to pop it right here. But I forgot to have Z-D-Gleam, so it means nothing. So I was like, right here, I was like, okay, I'm going to click Z-D-Gleam. And it wasn't there. So he goes out into his Thundy T, and I was like, huh, okay. So if I would have had the Z Crystal, you'll see this is about 40 or 35-ish, then I would have done about 70, 80, I think. But I switch out because I think he's going to be Scarf, and I don't have a switch into this thing. So Ditto is my only switch in. So you'll see he does click Sludge Wave, and he does a good chunk, about 50% almost. Oh, I'm off, about 40%-ish, 45-ish percent. So now I'm like, alright, well, I'm going to knock off. Do I knock off or do I U-turn? Oh, I U-turned here. I U-turned here because he went into the Heracross, I'm assuming, calling my knockoff, and him assuming that I'd be Scarf. But yeah, I get the U-turn off. So I'm going to go back into Coco. And here, I made a big misplay. I should have Volt Switched, or I should have U-turned. But I do just straight up D-Gleam. And you'll see he has a lot of HP, which he told me that most of his bonds were like all HP invest because how fast my team was. You'll see that this does not do damn near enough. That does about 40-ish, or no, why do I say 40-ish? I'm going to say it's 40 left. Did about 60, 70-ish. My top of Coco is just going to drop right there. So yeah, Coco's down. So now I was like, well, I'm going to go into my Sceptile. Sorry if it lagged right there. I'm going to go into my Sceptile, and I get the Unburdened because I was like, there's no other time for me to be able to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and go into it, and I do pick up a kill. So no 6-0. Sceptile picking up a KO. Mega Heracross dies, so I was like, alright, well, there goes the threat. And oh yeah, so that was the last turn of whatever. So here I'm just gonna click crunch because I can live one psychic, and if he sets up here I lose. I go ditto and I hope to God, but that's all I can do. But if he was like iron defense, calm mind, I just lost right here. But he clicked psychic and I live the first one, and then I'm just gonna get another crunch, or I click leaf blade, try to get a crit because it's just to get as much damage off as possible, and he is going to kill my Sceptile. So now I was like, alright, well, we're going to go Lycanroc, and we're going to click Crunch because this is our only play. SIMIPOUR does not do enough with Hydro Pump. So we're going to click Crunch here, and I was like, alright, well, his switch in is probably Blastoise, and Blastoise isn't taking this too well. Like, Blastoise's defensive stat is not that good, or I didn't think it was, and then you'll see this Crunch does, like, nothing, but that was a crit. Like, it only did, like, 35 to 40% with a crit. So yeah, so I go hard SIMIPOUR here. Sweatpants, putting in the work. Oh yeah, Ditto and Sceptile didn't have the Childish Gambino nicknames this week because I forgot to put them on there. But yeah, so SIMIPOUR switching on this Scald, looking like good SIMIPOUR, hoping to pick up KO. And here I clicked Hydro Pump because I knew he would switch out, and this damage was crucial, but I missed the Hydro Pump, which, I mean, I wouldn't have killed, but it would have done a lot, and that would have been good. SIMIPOUR would have done, like, 40, depending on if he was HP Investor or whatever he was. So I just go back and Ditto, and he makes a good play here, and he clicks U-turn. So, good play by aDrive. It's so weird to say, good play by aDrive, you know, like, the legend aDrive. But now he's going to go into his Permafrost, the Mamoswine, and I was like, alright, well, he's going to click, like, he's gonna overplay, so I'm gonna click knock off, and I get the play right because I didn't think he was gonna Ice Shard, and I knock off his Life Orb, which I was kind of like, I thought he was definitely gonna be Scarf. So Ditto dying now, so now I only have Froslass, SIMIPOUR, and Lycanroc left, which is not good. But I'm gonna go into my SIMIPOUR, and I'm going to click Grass Knot, assuming he's gonna go Blastoise, and my SIMIPOUR gets a kill. Let's go, SIMIPOUR! I'm so hyped. That's probably gonna be the thumbnail, because SIMIPOUR is the best Mon. I love SIMIPOUR. But SIMIPOUR killed the Mamoswine. But now you can just go into Thundy, and I'm like, well, we're going to sack off our Froslass, because Frostlass's purpose was kind of actually good, if I realize it now. I had Shadow Ball, and I had Ice Shard, and Will-O-Wisp, and Destiny Bond. I probably should have kept this thing alive, to be completely honest. But I go into my Lycanroc here, and here I make a bad play. I click Crunch, thinking he was going to switch. I would have got another KO, but I did not. What am I saying? I'm trying to say, spoiler alert, I would have got another KO, because, you know, I lose now. Well, I lost anyways, but, like, I don't get another KO. So here I'm going to click Accel Rock to see if he stays in. He does not. So now, Bronzong just kind of wins. I clicked Stealth Rock instead of trying to get damage off, which I probably should have clicked Crunch to get damage off. I did that so Thundy T couldn't come in and just kill my SIMIPOUR. So, because depending on if he was Scarf, because I did not speed creep the Thundy T, I didn't want, it would have been a speed tie. But I go to my SIMIPOUR and I'm like, alright, let's see how much Hydro Pump does. And Hydro Pump does a decent amount, actually, like 30, 25, 30%. And I was like, okay, I'll take it. That's some damage. He clicks Future Sight, and I was like, okay, well, I'm just spamming Hydro Pump because I can't do anything else. And basically what's going to happen is Blastoise is just going to stall me out with Toxic and Scald, and then the Future Sight. I missed the Hydro Pump, which, if I would hit the Hydro Pump, depending on, I don't know, I wouldn't have killed this Blastoise, I don't think. I mean, it might have been one more KO. Maybe. See how much the Hydro Pump does. I cannot remember. There's a chance. If I would have hit that, even there. I mean, no. I don't think, no. SIMIPOUR wouldn't have killed this Blastoise. I take that back. But yeah, so that's going to be GG. Good game to aDrive. Even though I got bodied, it was still a fun experience. Like, hopefully I get to play you again somehow, some way, aDrive. But yeah, it was a fun experience. And, like, I don't know. I was just dumbfounded by the thought that I did get to play you. But SIMIPOUR, like I said, SIMIPOUR is going to go down to this Scald from the Blastoise, and that's going to be a whole 4-0 loss. And that's going to be into the APA season for me because I did take over Leader Geo's team. Excuse me. But yeah. Oh, I forgot to ask you for the question today. What's your favorite content creator? I asked this because aDrive is one of my favorite content creators. Just always putting out good content. Always has, you know, watch the stream sometimes. just great content. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below what your answer is to the question of the day, and if you think I am an unplayer. I got bodied, but it is by aDrive, so you know it's like whatever. You know, he's one of the better battlers in the community, in my opinion. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for this video, guys. It's gonna be Obo signing off.